prepare and take. But when the storms of life hits us, we find ourselves unprepared. Storms of life are unpredictable and can happen at any time without warning. Life unexpected storms can catch us unaware. Storms of life can be life changing. One event can change the direction of our journey in an instant. Storms of life can be devastating. It can bring pain, hurt, doubt, depression, and difficulties. How we ride out the storms of life is how we will make it in the aftermath. The storm of life comes in many different fashions and forms. It may come in grief, health, jobless, marriage, relationship, family, friends, and financial matters. Some storms will be mild, others can be harsh and difficult. Like the weather storms come in categories. Are we meant to go through storms of life? Yes, we are. Storms of life will cause us to drift. When this happens, we let go all our goals and forget where we are going, where we are heading. We forget values and start drifting with the tide. Storms of life are like darkness, and when we are in a dark situation, we tend to drift. When drifting, the waves will beat us back and forth, and we will be battered. When we are going through the storms of life, we must not make rash decisions. All we need to do is to put down our anchor and be still. Every ship should have an anchor and would need to make it through the turbulent weather. The ship anchor is always ready and available to be thrown out when the ship needs it. The anchor will do the ship no good if it is never thrown to help keep it in position. Otherwise, the ship will be tossed around, drift away from course, and eventually be destroyed. In our storms of life, we need to have the presence of God. Storms can never hide us from God. We may not see Him, we may not think that He is a million miles away, but He is always with us and is watching over us. God is right there with us. We must never go through anything by ourselves. No matter what the situation might be, God is with us. He is the anchor that we can fully trust. The second anchor in the storms of life is God's purpose and plan. We are not here on earth just to take up space. God has special purpose and plan for our life. Storms of life are simple, temporary setbacks towards fulfilling that purpose. Absolutely, nothing can change God's purpose for our life, unless we choose to disobey Him. No matter what happens on the outside, external forces cannot alter God's purpose for our life. If you choose to reject His plan, He will allow you to do so. God's purposes are greater than any situation you will ever experience. God has a plan beyond the problems that we are facing right now. The third in the storm of life is God's promise. God keeps His promise without fail. Storms cannot destroy the child of God because God's promise is sure and secure. God's promise that He will never leave us nor forsake us. God is right there with us. God also promised that when we go through deep waters, He will be with us. When we go through rivers of difficulties, we will not drown. He is the Lord our God, the Holy One of Israel, our Savior. Regardless of what the storm is, we don't have all the answers. We just have to turn to the one who does. And He's Jesus. For He is the Lord our God, who holds our right hand and says to us, do not fear, I will help you. We have to hold on to God's hands and his promises when the storms of life arise, for he will never leave us nor forsake us. Storms of life are a test to see how strong we are in faith and hope. How do you prepare for these turbulent events in the storms of life? We must stand firm on the promises of God. We must pray without ceasing, affirm our faith with praise, read the Bible daily, spend time listening to his voice. What should we do when the storm passes by? Anchor ourselves on the truth of God. Let the truth be anchored in our hearts, lest we forget that God is there. Let the truth stabilize our life and give us the confidence we need in every crisis we face. If we don't come to him regularly, we'll be tossed around, drift off course, and be shattered and battered in the storm. When we are anchored with Christ, he will calm our anxious moments, bring peace, answer our prayers, and hold us steady in the turbulent times. The better prepared we are inside, the better equipped we will be to stay strong in him, no matter what comes our way. We must be ruthless with sin issues, keep our hearts right with God and with one another. God is our refuge, our constant help, our safety. He's the only one that will reign over all the earth. He's the only one that can speak to the storms, the wind, and speak to the storms, and the wind obey his voice. Peace, be still. In surviving life storms, we must determine the cause. We must not we must not follow the crowd. We must ask ourselves what lessons God wants us to learn through the experience in this storm. We must not make a move until we know that it is what God wants for our lives. For God's timing is perfect. We must not drift away. We must stay on course. We must not throw away the things that we will need to make it through the storm. Often we tend to throw away the very few things that are important to us because we are under pressure and want to get rid of it all. In despair, the last thing we must throw away is hope. Christ is our anchor in the storm of life. Run to him. His anchor will hold you steady. Whatever turbulent situation you are going through, speak peace. Even when you are caught in the middle of the storm of life, speak peace. Don't turn back, be still, and know that God is near. Will your anchor hold in the storms of life? Make Jesus your anchor today. The Heavenly Father, as we go through the storms of life, let our whole steadfast. Let us be reminded that this too shall pass away. Enable us to seek you diligently. Let not fear, doubt, and trouble defeat us. Give us hope when we are hopeless. Give us peace when we are troubled. Give us strength when we are weak. Give us faith when we are fearful. Give us light when we are in darkness. When we face storms of life, may you be our anchor. Let us be still and know that you are there. In you, O God, we will find peace, refuge, and strength. We look to you today to be our Lord and Savior, for it is you we face and seek. In Jesus' precious and holy name, amen and amen.
Amen. Well, you smile.
I smile.
You smile. Okay, laughing there.
I thought you like me play the tune, man.
No, I decided not give you a tune this while I'm watching you to hear what you were saying. I know that. I know you expect play the tune.
Well, I thought you like play the tune to end it up.
Okay. how you
Good
doing?
morning, Mr. Donald. I'm good. I'm good. Have you ever faced storms in your life?
I'm continuously going through storms.
Okay. You've been battered, you've been shattered,
Battered, not shattered.
not shattered,
Nah. Battered, definitely not shattered.
not shattered.
Not shattered.
Yeah,
Well, then we got a caller. Hello?
You play nice tune on your body, man.
Something wrong with you. I'll call the police. Morning, Baker. Thank you. How you doing?
Alright.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, my brother. Take care.
Alright.
All right, great. Yeah, where were we?
you're saying we out here, we go through storms of life as long as we have.
Yeah, as I was saying, battered.
Battered, not
shattered.
not shattered.
No.
Yeah.
Shattered means that you're done. You know, that's it. You know,
Yeah.
people say, oh, well, you get shattered and God is able to put you together. No, you can get battered.
When once you get shattered,
Shattered, that's it. You fail.
you fail. Okay.
Yeah, once you get shattered, that's a failure.
You take the count.
You take the count there, that's it. Forget it.
Forget it. Yeah.
Boom. You're gone.
Yeah, as long as we have life, we all go through different storms
Yeah.
of life.
Yeah.
Or, sometimes not expected. I mean, you may not ever think that, whatever happened, was going to happen. And I experienced that.
That is true.
I experienced that.
That is true.
And one of the ways I think I experienced it was when I was working, I think in St. George's. There was this lady, a very good friend of all the ladies in that building was there. I've known her long before everybody else. So we kind of
You're close.
Yeah. And one morning I went in there. She was tall, very tall. And I dreamt I saw a scorpion, not a scorpion, a centipede, one long centipede. I said, but no, what that means? And but before 9 o'clock, we had a I don't know what caused that. We never had any argument, we never had confrontation. And that was it. Something happened. I can't remember what it was. And from that day, we never spoke again, up till today. So sometimes, I don't know, you never expected. I mean, she was the least person I would have thought would have had a confrontation with. So, life, as long as you live, you have to expect things that pop up, and it's how you deal with it. When you get into the storms of life, how you deal with what happens. Sometimes you make rash decisions. You have to first be still. Just be still first. Don't matter what happens. Just be still. And sometimes they say, be still till the storm passes by. It will pass by. Nothing will last forever. But it's very good that how we handled when we get into the storms of life. Yeah.
31st day of March, last day of the third month. Wow. We're moving. But this month is like
It's marching on.
Yeah, man.
Marching on.
But look, and it's still oh boy. I always take the chance to slip in something. Yeah. 31st day of March, and we're moving, and I almost said, which I'll say now, like NNP moving on, right? And then you come and you say we're marching on, and NNP has this thing about marching on too. So I guess it be happening.
It happening.
All right.
So today's your birthday or yesterday?
Both days.
Both days.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let me explain. I was born on the 31st of March, which is today,
Okay.
but registered as being born on the 30th of March.
30th of March.
So if Agnes said that is not the date, 30th is not the date, then it's Agnes that make it shadow, not me. She that makes sure go through she pain.
She doesn't go through the
Right.
she knows
So what I do is that
Yeah.
I can't go away with what government records have. I can't do away with that. For me to do away with that, I have to go through all kind of documentation to change that. So I decided, no, I'm not going to do away with it. I'm just going to enjoy both days. Like Anthony Boson, he suffered the same thing.
Okay.
He was born on the 2nd of April, right? But I think he was registered as being born on the 26th of March. So he enjoys 2. But I usually tell him, Chief, I don't believe you. That's the first time I don't believe Anthony Boson. I believe he was born on the 1st.
I was going to tell him nearly born on Fool's Day.
No, I usually tell him that, Chief, I believe you born on the 1st.
That's what I was going to tell you.
Yeah, but, we have a laugh over that all the time. I say, Chief, I believe you born on the 1st, He'd laugh and say, no.
Nearly born on Fool's Day. Yeah, morning, Mr. Boson, if you're listening.
He usually does.
He does, yeah. Very good morning. Yeah, we go on from, since way back in primary school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys went to school together?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Since primary.
Yeah, so
But they went on, my primary days I had people like Trevor Friday, Anthony Boson, and in them days you had to pay, to tell you the truth, my parents couldn't afford me to go to secondary school. You had to pay.
You had to pay to go to secondary
Yes, I never got the opportunity. And when I did, I tell them, no, don't make sense. I don't think they could go through that struggle. My mother, I said, no, don't bother.
I'm happy they did not. You know why? I know you, JD, I've known you a long time.
Yeah.
I know of your intelligence, I know of your capabilities. And if they had paid for you to go to school, then I wouldn't know you. I would not have known you seriously. If they had paid and you had gone to secondary school, no, so you're doing some far-flung, some doctor.
Serious.
Probably you are making bomb to send in Ukraine.
No, I'm not. I don't really boast of myself, but
I know.
In class, I used to come like in the first 3. Mm-hmm. There are times I got skipped from. So I was a little boy.
I got skipped once.
I was a little boy.
Twice, actually.
I was a little boy,
primary.
Big.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
Yeah, and then
that happened to me.
I remember, and I had to do, because I'm the old, my work. I just before they say that, my work is finished.
Yeah. And before they say this is that.
This is that.
Yeah.
So then you had this big guys there. Give me a book.
Yeah.
And you can't tell them no.
Say no.
Otherwise,
I think we have drumsticks. Morning, drums.
Hello, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. JD, good morning.
Good morning, drums.
I read from the Word of God, Revolution, chapter 21. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth was passed away, and there was no more sea. And John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with man, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you so much. And how are you today?
I'm good.
Olive, what's happening today? All right.
I hear you celebrating two birthdays.
Yeah. Well, that's how special I am.
Well, I will do the same thing too.
Okay.
I am special.
Mm-hmm.
But drums.
I born on the 22nd.
Of 1 month.
May.
Oh, okay.
I just celebrate it 2 times. I'm between date 22nd and 23rd because it's how they register me too.
Oh well, you see. Now you understand why we are friends.
Yeah,
Same thing happened to us.
The 22nd of May was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my son in America born on 24th of February.
Mm-hmm.
But he does say he and he bought paper the 4th, so he have 2 birthdays too.
Yeah, we got thing now, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, darling, take care. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, be good.
Nice
All right, be
Bye,
good.
bye.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the other interesting that took place with my siblings, my sister Patches. You know Patches, of course.
But you hit me like
She hit you?
Yeah, but
All right.
me and Patrick.
Or you fight?
No, I don't think we ever fought. And used to go down well. Not Patrick.
Patches. Well, remember this one. Patches loved a lot of people, and she just did not like a lot.
I don't think we had any confrontation.
It didn't take you to have any confrontation. That's Patches.
somehow we just...
She was born on the 23rd or the 22nd of February. And her first child, her son, same date.
Okay.
So that was her birthday present. Yeah.
Okay. I think I know somebody does. Yeah, the some mother and son. They both same date. So I think it was it December? Something. Yeah, when he made the son was on her birthday, and she said the doctor said, "Well, you got your birthday gift." Yeah. So it's good. A lot of things happen, and we wonder how and why, but that was how it was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you were saying that if I had been,
Now so you're making bomb. What is saying in Ukraine?
But what important am I into? I'm here.
Well, you are important.
I'm important. I don't know.
Of course you are. Let me tell you something. No matter which guest I have, which guest I don't have, you are a staple in the morning. When you don't come on Thursday morning, be like, people be like, Andre, what happened to JD? Like, you find out it's JD father?
I come like a staple food.
Yeah. Okay. So let me say good morning to all those who are on the live stream.
Yeah.
Top of the morning to every one of you. Those who are viewing live on Facebook, YouTube, and those on YouTube and even those on Facebook, please, we ask of you, share the experience. Share it with a friend.
It's good. It's wonderful.
Yeah, share the experience. So you just share it to them, let them have a look also. Make it a point of order today. All of you listening to me right now who are on this Facebook social media page, YouTube, and also those of you on the website, just share that link so that somebody else will get the experience. Landon Jane, share. Lucille Pascal, share. I share. Good morning, Sheshe out in Persian. How you doing? Anne Harvey. Sheshe celebrated her birthday a couple of days ago too. Sheshe, good morning to you and happy belated birthday. Love you, darling. Anne Harvey, share. Tamika Moses, share, I say. Patsy Abraham, same thing, share. Ventris, share. Kenneth Joseph, do it now, don't wait. Master Carl, yes, you too, share. Shirley Lacrette, share. Thanks, Lucille, for the birthday greetings. Yes, Shirley, share it. That's all I'm asking for my birthday present today. Share the link so that other persons can get that experience. Wilma, Benjaminite. Yeah. You go ahead and you just share. All right. So all you lovely people, go ahead. Chanel. Yeah. Good morning to my friend down there in Nonpareil. Well, I don't expect you to share with one person. It's also share with 2, 3, 4, Chanel. All right, Antonio Peters, but I will need to tell you, you better start sharing. Lucille Pascal, you shared 4. Do 4 more, my dear. Joycelyn Francois, good morning to you. Share it. Errol Bonaparte, you know what you have to do. And Phyllis Matheson, go ahead. Share. Sheshe lives in Birch Grove. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yay.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So I tried to call you, but I didn't get through because I had some trouble with the studio.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
All right.
So what sign you fall under? Sorry.
What's that?
What sign you fall under?
Aries, the ram, fire sign. Hold that thought. Jen, good morning. How you doing, dear heart? And thank you. Have a wonderful day. David Robertson, it's your turn to burn. Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Jason. Remember, I'm Jason, not David, right?
Didn't I say Jason Robertson?
You said David.
Oh, I said David. Well, sorry about that. All right, good.
Okay, let's get to the program. Here is the weather for Thursday, the 31st day of March 2022. At Point Shilling, it is fair. A moderate breeze is from the east-northeast at 12 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 12.4 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature 26 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 78%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.1 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 24.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had 4.4 millimeters of rain, which brings the total for the month so far to 12.6 millimeters. Now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carrico, and PT, Martinique, valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief showers, mainly during the morning and night. Today's maximum temperature should reach 30.5 degrees Celsius. The wind should be east-northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Sea should be moderate to slightly rough with wave 5 to 7 feet in open waters. The public should take note here that a small craft advisory is in effect. Tide is currently falling, will be low at 8:45 a.m. and high at 3:50 p.m. Sunset today 6:19, sunrise tomorrow 6:06. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief showers, mainly during the morning and night. From the Maurice Bishop International Airport, Jason Robertson reporting.
Thanks, Jason. Have a wonderful day. It's real. It's 91. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Zingo. Elvin Alexander. Zingo.
Yeah, I haven't heard about him for a while.
But he's there. He's always on the live, you know. He's always, so you can wave him and he would see. He's right. You'll wave him. And he's saying that he's Aries too.
He's Aries.
Yeah, now I understand Zingo a whole lot more. Aries is a special brand.
He does ram a lot.
I don't know. You have to ask him that. I don't know. Ask him. Yo, you ask him if I was Aries and you're getting ready to read something.
No, I can't read this fine print. I don't know if I don't know how.
Bloody hell.
I can't read this fine print. Trust me.
I can't either.
Yeah, I can't read that fine print.
I could, but it will
take you a while. Struggle. Yeah, you'll struggle to do that. To read that.
And I want to read that.
And struggle.
But that's April.
Yeah. Well, Aries. What time? Yes.
Aries is not April.
What time is Aries? What time is Aries?
Aries is from the 21st of March to the 20th, I think, of April.
Yeah. So
it's March, April.
March, April. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can read that another time.
Another time.
Yeah.
I know somebody whose birthday was.
So Zingo, when is your birthday? Zingo, what date is your birthday? Yeah, Zingo, tell us what date so we can. Let me get some Zingo songs ready to play on your birthday, man. If it ain't gone yet. If it gone yet, I'm giving you some tomorrow, please God. If it ain't gone yet, then I'm waiting. I'm piling up some Zingo tracks. You got to send me. I'll do a Zingo morning. Yeah. So, 7:30 our time.
Yeah.
We've taken care of the weather. I almost said gotten rid of. No, we have taken care of the weather. Good morning to you. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Happy birthday.
Mom?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I haven't heard you in a million years.
Well, I'm there.
I thought that probably the girl said to you, hey, we're a bit lonely up here. Why don't you come up? So you went up?
No, I'm here.
Well, that's a good way to treat a son.
I listen and, there are times I want to call, but I just let it be, You've got another Wilma on the program, when you call it. You just called her name before.
Okay, that's true. There's another Wilma who sends stuff on the live. That is correct.
Yeah.
So how are you doing?
I'm okay. I hope you have a nice day.
Well, I hope today is good as yesterday was, and even better than the day before. And I hope that tomorrow is really nice too.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So take care.
Yeah, you too. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye.
Yes, Mom. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, JD. Hey, I just got a greeting here from a cousin of mine. Do you know Mayana Julian?
Not by name, but by just seen them.
Mayana from right in La Fortune right there.
No, that's
Scout's daughter.
Oh, okay. I know a lot of people. I know.
She takes care of the lady just at the bottom of the steps right there.
Okay, I know. As I said, I know a lot of people. Not.
But
their
you don't
name,
know the name.
A lot of other people. I just see them and I think I know that person.
You think you know them, right?
I think I know them.
Hey, I kind of trying to figure out what's going on with you.
What? When you say kind of what's going on with me?
Them Jamaican dead.
No, well, I don't know who you have.
No, but you could ask.
No, I don't know who you have coming on.
Okay,
when you prepared,
so listen to this.
Yeah. Okay.
Next week,
yeah.
bring a ganja. Bring one of your ganja.
That's not a problem, man. Another
Next
problem.
week?
I could even call them and say hello, good morning.
No, look at man. Look at man.
Are you sure I could call and say hello, good morning?
No, we ain't, but we're not gonna.
I know, just good morning, and you're on live on air.
Oh boy,
could just do that.
Oh boy. Look at the guy. Yeah.
You see, in
You're
life,
always connected with them, aren't you?
yeah, I always connect, and we keep a good, very good connection. As a matter of fact, today they're having a nice agriculture, a good agriculture, I shouldn't say nice, but a good agriculture program for which, so they send me the link, so maybe probably pick it up later on. Yeah, I'm in touch with the J's, man, not the men, the ladies.
Yeah, you like the ladies, and I know you like the ladies. Yeah. Well, that's why you and I can't stay in the same house because they have problems with the ladies.
The ladies.
Yeah, got problems with the ladies. So you stay in your corner, I can stay in my corner.
No, I could always have people coming on the program, but actually I don't know,
Yeah, well, sometimes, but what you can do, because most of the times I will know beforehand if somebody's coming on. So what you can do is link me, as we always do. And who's that? One of your farmers?
Yeah, man.
Hold on, let me see if I can see this farmer. This farmer wearing white,
Yeah.
What?
You see from a Galaman, man.
That from a brown.
From a white.
That from a wrong daughter. You crazy. You crazy.
Yeah.
But JD, as I speak to you, one of the things that I'm very much concerned about is the struggle we are going to go through in relation to feeding ourselves.
Well, yeah,
because we are not taking this serious enough.
No, and I've seen this. I don't know if I've spoken of that, but I remember coming on the program quite a while before. And there's 3 key factors in the world. Water, food, and oil. That is the 3 main. And there's a third one. There's a 4th one that came out, I think, was it land? Yeah.
Well, it must be land.
Land, yeah. The 4th one was land. And it's a long time now I've been saying this. That's the 3 pillars that we are going to face. And even since last year, I was aware that times are moving on and we have to get ourselves ready and prepared for what we're going to face. Even this morning, somebody said to me, right at the junction there, people complain about the flour price. So I asked the person, do we go wheat in Grenada?
We don't.
We don't. So what we have a liking for, we don't produce it. We don't have sugar, we don't have rice. We can grow it. I've seen wheat grown already.
We could grow wheat?
Yeah.
We could?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a guy from Montrose. He had grown some wheat, and he had promised to bring some of the flour for me, but I didn't end up getting it. We could grow it.
But then again, the whole thing is the amount we'll have to grow to produce the amount of flour that we need. Can we do that? Can we sustain it? I don't think we'll be able to sustain it.
Exactly. So that's the thing that we have to, and we never thinking that the day will come when you will be in that situation, and here is it. Do you know India is a big wheat producer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
But they don't know much exporting because of their population.
The population.
So I think wheat is now maybe is it Egypt? One of them countries down there use a lot of flour.
But most of the the Asian countries, they use a lot of flour.
Yeah, a lot of flour.
Their 3 meals are basically based on flour.
Yeah, they use a lot of flour. Most of
it's like in Cuba, they use a lot of rice.
Rice, black beans, and pork.
You can get no, they don't give you rice in the morning for breakfast, but so you get fruit and eggs and stuff, pretty decent breakfast. Well, not decent, darn good breakfast they do give you. And lunch, you'll get meat. It could be chicken, it could be fish,
Pork.
it can be pork. Definitely, you're gonna get rice.
Yeah, right.
You ain't getting away from this rice
And
thing.
the white one, not
Yeah,
and
you
the black
get
bean.
you getting rice, and you're gonna get beans, black beans
Black
or some
beans,
other kind of
and
beans.
piece
You're
of-
gonna
and
get.
plantain. You don't miss your plantain. Cassava.
No, well,
You get-
we're
okay.
in the hospital. I
Okay,
didn't get the cassava and the
You get-
plantain so
yeah.
regularly, but I got the plantain. I don't think I ever got the cassava.
you-
And then in the night again, you get the rice again. And mind you, JD, the thing is that I did not have a problem with the diet,
No,
because the rice did not just come rice.
No.
There's always something different with the rice.
Right,
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Talking about, I remember when I was in Brazil, so I don't eat pork, don't use pork. So I went to this restaurant. The meal was in Portuguese. Cannot speak Portuguese.
Oh.
Yeah, I speak Portuguese. So
No.
and I was hungry. So, so I see this other guy, rice and black beans. I think it was meat. I didn't see the meat. Normally I would say Brazil is beef. So I said, can I have one like this? When you meet boy pork.
Take your pork, boy.
I eat some of the rice and then the waiter. I said, can I have the bill? I showed the bill. She said, you don't want the food? I said, no, man. I can't come because. So then by force, I had to learn Portuguese by force. And one of the first word that I learned
No pork.
was chicken. What is chicken in
Oh, okay.
frango? So I knew once I see frango, I know it's chicken. I said.
We got somebody in line. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello?
Good morning to you, both of you all.
You need to speak up first,
I say
Mr.
good
Bridge.
morning to both of you all this morning.
Good, lovely. Tell me.
First of all, Mr. Andrew, I got the jersey yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Unfortunately, I didn't say nothing to you. I was told about it about a few days ago, but I got it yesterday, so I couldn't say anything to you.
Did you like it?
Yes, I loved it.
You love it? Okay, great. So you see, I live up. So where are my 2 beers?
And Clifford.
They're in the factory.
Clifford. Them manufacture yet. Them brewed it.
And let me say that I have seen that gentleman around and know his mother and know his people, but I never knew that gentleman worked for your radio station.
Which one?
The gentleman that gave me Jeremy Works.
Oh, yeah. He started about 2 months.
Yeah.
But he was working at the radio station the one in Guam.
Oh.
And then he got the opportunity, but I think he was laid off for whatever reason. I don't, and the reason definitely was not discipline. So he was laid off, I think, yeah. And somebody told me about him, and I asked them to send him, and we had a chat, and I gave him the opportunity.
Well, I hope you make use of it.
Well, he is making use of it.
And that's a good way of spreading your wings, because you have, we could say, 2 from St. John's. No?
Yeah, all you want to control, eh? And mind you, this is interesting, yeah. The other one, the other, you know him, right? That's the one that,
Yeah.
right? That one he is responsible for programming here. That's his responsibility. So the music you hear, the programs you hear, every single thing has to be sanctioned by him and not me.
Well, that's good.
So that means Guav control it here.
Yeah, that's good. It's an innovation to the young people.
Yes, most definitely.
I must give you some hats up for that.
Give it to St. Patrick. St. Patrick's people will always give people
I mean,
opportunities, yeah.
Despite of whatever happened, you have been a very good trainer. We have a lot of people that you have trained find jobs in other places and making good progress. So yes, you are a very good trainer.
And listen, as you say that about training, this is special. Now, Gates, And Gates is a young man. He's from right in Back Street here, but he lives in St. Mark at this time. And he is still affiliated to that radio station in Guelph. Now Gates, when Gates started in radio, I was the one who fashioned him and said, hey, this is what you need. These are some of the things that you need to learn and understand and need to do and whatever. And gave him those steps that he needed to follow, and he followed it. And interestingly, he, Gates, would have taught the young man that gave you the t-shirt.
Yeah.
He, Gates, would have taught the young man, okay, fine, this is how you do it. So that is like my grandson in radio, if you look at it that way.
I really love to see this thing when people could innovate themselves and move from one stage, and you have somebody who locally teach them so they can look back.
Yeah.
And they move forward.
Yeah, he's a good chap. He's a good chap. And I want to, I take the time off to mention here Alvin Dabrio. I don't know if Dabrio had anything to do with his training, but I'm mentioning Dabrio because Dabrio is doing that road right now, Clifford, has undertaken to have that road done, which goes to right where he lives.
So you know where he lives?
Yeah, I had to drop him off one day, Clifford, and when he told me where to drop him off, because he asked me to drop him off in Loretto, right where the gentleman had the garage, the body workshop.
Don't come here.
Yeah, and he pointed and he said to me, I live over there. And I'm like, over where? He said, okay, Mr. Donald, I have to go down here, like cross a ravine or whatever, and then go up the hill and what. I'm like, geez, you me.
Mr. Andrea was there yesterday, and I told the whole road that they did. I told the whole road to come out to the end of where they did. And I am saying I am impressed and satisfied with what was done and satisfied with the effort that was made by Mr. Dabrio. Since Mr. Dabrio came into office, he said that he wanted to do that road. He had stumbling blocks against him. Even the same place where the gentleman show you, there was somebody giving trouble that they don't want to cut give the government a piece of land to cut the road there. They cut to put a bridge across there. And so when rain falls, these people catch hell to get at their home.
But they can't get in, they can't get out, they're locked out, Clifford.
I'm telling you, it is, and that's a plus good that is being done there by Mr.
Definitely,
Dabrio. It is a plus good, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to congratulate Mr. Dabrio for his effort. He did take a lot of effort in trying to get that road done, and he had a lot of stumbling blocks inside it. The road, they still have one or two places to cut there, but he have it is motorable already inside.
Is it?
Yes, it's motorable.
Okay.
For that matter, they have already put some gravel and some area. The area coming up when you swing the corner coming up to me, going into the Campbell there.
Yeah.
They have already put gravel a good way up already.
Okay.
So if the efforts if Mr. Dabrio could get the efforts, I know that it will.
So then the next
raise the standard of a lot of the people inside it.
The next step we're looking at is probably concreting the road, Clifford?
I would say yes, but it will take some money to concrete it. So perhaps if they could speed it to the gravel and
put some good binders on it and stuff,
and do the draining and give it a little chance and bit by bit you do piece, that would be. Because I know it's going to be very expensive to do.
Is it possible that road could be under the Farm Roads project? No?
Yes, because inside there are, it's more or less a village now. You know, it's part of it's inside Loretto Estate. But it's inside of a village now. And there are a lot of houses inside it. And now, the government have done one more. That there were a lot of piece of land there that people just go and take a piece of a spot there. Now the government have regulated. They have regulated with new marks to all the lands inside it. So everybody know where their boundary are and what they will have to pay government for. And that's a step in the right direction.
Lovely.
It's a step in the right direction. So I'm satisfied and happy.
Clifford, JD wants to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Clifford, what is your profession in life?
I'm an agriculturist.
All right. So,
I'm an agriculturist.
agriculturist.
Yes. I was a farm school graduate. In the first batch of students went to the Maribor Farm School in 1970 under the principality of Mr. Winston Bain. And then after Mr. Winston Bain, you came in Mr. Egbert Barrett. That was the two principals I knew in the farm school. All the others that came after that.
Okay.
And what the farm school is now today, in my days it was not that. It was just two little buildings there. So that is where I started. And then I went on estates at train and nearly 1, 2, 3, 4, about 7 different estates I've given labor to. So that is my expertise.
Okay, because the next question I had to ask you, like Mr. Donald, who has empowered a lot of people, and my next question was, how many people have you empowered to be like yourself?
I could boast that, and I could take the opportunity to boast it with no fear. When I was in Black Bay, all the workers that, about 6 or 7 workers, all the workers that was recruited came from me directly. I worked in Douglaston for over 14 years, 20-something odd years. Most of I met a lot of the workers, I brought in young people and trained them. And Bocage Estate does the same thing, where Mr. Telesford is there, because I hear much of him again. 180, how much acres was it? I managed that for over 3 years. Bonaccord Estate, I brought in workers there and managed that. That is over 200 acres, which Robert Branch owns now. I was there. So I have a broad experience in working with people.
Careful how you saying Robert Branch. That is my cousin.
Well, your cousin, Robert Branch is closer to me than you.
Or you could be closer on his blood.
Don't worry about your blood, man.
Why you trying? Or you could be closer on his blood?
We closer to you than me.
What's wrong with this guy?
I was one of the first person that brought in workers for Robbie. I saw 12, 14 persons going down and work with Robbie.
On Bonaccord?
Huh?
At Bonaccord?
Yes.
Okay.
And from the time he bought away.
Careful.
Yeah. Robert Branch's father was my adopted father.
Well, you want to claim family now? Okay, go ahead.
No.
Okay, Clifford, okay, I give up. I give up, Clifford. I give up.
Yes. You all said something. Let me just say that.
Yeah, tell me.
I heard you say something about wheat there. And you won't believe I was walking in the road and I said to myself, I wonder if wheat could go. When they're talking about this war over there and wheat, I said, I wonder if wheat could go in Grenada. But I was ashamed to ask that because I said, I don't want to go ask that question and people laugh at me. So I said, no. Now that I heard Jerry say that, that somebody did, I am thinking that could be a good innovation. Just like how we bring back sugar cane and we making use of it. We could do some weed. Some wheat in some of the areas and help to keep Grenada.
It will take a lot, Clifford. It's going to take a lot to do it. And because the harvesting, the land area, it's a lot, not easy. Because you can't, it's not something that you can grow on hills and things like that, Clifford, because the harvesting has to be, of a standard, and then you have to figure out, you have to probably get an agreement with the people at the flour factory. You'd have to get a special agreement with them for them to buy your wheat, or for them to process the wheat into flour or into feed for animals, whatever. It's gonna be a task, but it's not, I put it this way, as you would like. It's not impossible, but it's a very difficult one.
Well, I agree that it's difficult, but I think a lot of the lands that we have that are hillside, some places could be tractor down a little bit,
No, but you see, wheat has a lot to do with mechanized farming.
Yes, mechanized. You can't just grow wheat.
It's not just like you send fellas in the field just to cut wheat like that. It wouldn't work. That would be counterproductive. Yeah? But if Clifford want to grow alligators in the backyard, just say he grow it. Go ahead, Clifford, do it. Now you know you could do it. Go ahead.
No, man, weed is no friend.
You and weed is no friend or wheat?
Weed a different thing, but I and weed is no friend.
I hear you, brethren. Take care. Have a good day.
Good.
All right, hold on.
Because they are not telling India they will have to step up with the
Wheat production.
not even the production, the method, and to catch on the market, the standard, a better, because they were just doing for home use and but
Local consumption.
local consumption. But they have since told if they want to carry on with that, because what is happening there, this war is not, it wouldn't over tomorrow, and it's the long effect upon
Yeah, the lasting effect is what's going to be.
Yeah.
And that is why I try my best, JD, on this program, which is agricultural based, and on all other programs, I try my best to say to people that, hey, there is a problem. And in order for us to do so and ride through the same song you just played earlier, the storm
of life.
Go through that storm, we have to do so and bring ourselves through the storm.
Yeah.
We can't expect government is not going to be doing it and cannot do it for us.
Yeah, they can.
We have to become self-sufficient. Well, not necessarily self-sufficient, but we have to
self-sustain.
We have to sustain ourselves with certain things. Like you saw what I had for breakfast this morning, JD.
Yeah.
And it was, and I could tell folks,
you consume weed though.
Shirley gave me a
pork
choy yesterday. And I said, Shirley, I pushed it back to her and I said, she said, you don't want it? I said, yes, I want it, but I want it tomorrow morning. So you cook it. And she did. She did it up, sauteed and added some, she put some saltfish to soak last evening, and herself and her daughter Abby, they did it up. And it is lovely. I say is because I've just only consumed about half of it. The other half is there when I'm ready to do. But I'm saying to you, that was breakfast this morning, and I did not have to go and spend $5, $10, or $15 on breakfast, yeah? Just a pork choy. Done up. And you might say, well, Andre, saltfish expensive. Here's what. Instead of buying something else, buy an extra pound of fish and put it and con the fish.
Do like VJ Uncle.
Which one?
VJ Uncle.
The one
with
the tie everything in the roof. Tie the saltfish in the roof and slack it on the pot and then pull it back up just for the taste. Yeah. Go and tell BJ that.
No, BJ knows. Just said that here. Yes. So that's why I was able to repeat it after you. But I knew that.
But this is what we need to do.
We have to be innovative. I mean, for instance, and my thing was, I am seeing what are the crops you could grow to sustain us. One, corn. And the corn is not fully, getting, if you have it green, you could drink porridge, make porridge with it.
Well, I'm testimony. I've never made the porridge, but a good friend of mine's a good friend of mine usually makes porridge and drops it for me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, a good friend.
So you use corn porridge, and if you don't have milk, you get a coconut. You don't have to have cow milk.
Yeah.
You put a coconut in with it, and then you have to learn to acquire the different taste. Because the coconut milk may not taste as
It will not taste as regular milk, but it is milk.
It is milk. Right?
And put it this way, it's a darn sight more nutritious than the milk that you're going to use.
Yeah. So milk is milk.
Yeah.
So, but you have to start acquiring taste. So in the morning you drink some corn porridge. Well, and in this time now you're going for 2 meals. So during the day now you have dry corn, you grind your corn, you make kuku. You eat a kuku with some kalalu or pork choy.
That's a meal.
Piece of pumpkin, that is a meal.
That's a meal right there.
Right there. Right?
Need you no meat.
Right.
Well, you have meat, need you no flesh.
Right. And then you do enough kuku, so in the morning you have leftovers, you fry it. So then you have breakfast. So we have to see how we can feel. Then look at again sweet potato. as I'm telling people, if you have cabbage, you can eat cabbage for a meal. But if you have sweet potato, you could just go and steam some, get some bush water and breakfast.
That's it. And speaking of steamed potatoes, JD, your niece, she makes potato pudding, and she be making today. Today's what, Thursday?
Thursday.
So she's making today, and she makes it like, well, let me not sit today. She makes it tonight.
Yes, not today.
Yeah, in the night time she makes it, so she has it ready for Friday. And I can say to folks that her potato pudding put in the refrigerator lasts for up to 5 days.
It can, yeah.
Maybe more, but it up to 5 days. And that is good. I'm saying that there's so many things that we can do or we can revert to in order to take us through this storm. We have to start supplementing our diet and changing those taste buds.
Taste buds, you want
changing those taste buds for the, and I'm not saying don't buy the chicken once it's available, but it is going to be a situation whereby it's going to be hard to come by.
Like because I remember growing up as a boy, a young boy, I could only eat chicken on Sunday. So
there you go, bro. There you go, bro.
Sunday, I didn't grow up, I always say, I used to wonder like how I was the one who normally go to the shop and they tell them, go and buy Kodakong saltfish to feed 6-8 people.
And it was feeding them.
And it was feeding. No, I on my own. So
you can call upon saltfish, don't know for you.
No, not bad upon saltfish. Well, we prepare one. I think half in that. So look, I used to hold that. And just even yesterday, and my sister was talking how, and the different, like soup. You had a beans called bugusu. Bugusu makes a very nice soup. And just yesterday you were talking about that. How those things. And I used to, when my mother, I told you, when I was living in Grenville and my mother was alive. And I took time when she makes spinach soup. So if I know she will cook spinach soup. Yeah, because I love it. I mean, spinach, and I still love it. So I say, but I won't go up on Friday. I'll make up maybe a Tuesday. Because, most people, when they cook Sunday, Mondays, and then I say, I'll go up on Tuesday. She might make soup today. So,
you gave me a spinach plant, right?
No, I didn't. I never gave you spinach plant. Did I ever give you, baby? Oh, no, yes, in the back there. Those in the back.
No, I don't understand this.
No, I was
on
thinking
the side, right by the.
No, that grow on its own. I told you. I didn't plant it there.
No, the one right by the sugar apple tree?
Yeah, it's going on. I told you that. Yeah, it's going on its own.
I thought you put that there.
No. I told you that before. No.
Okay.
I was surprised when I passed the one and I see it.
But right.
Yeah.
So listen. Well, hard times on planet Earth, the plants go through there because Andrew not bothering with them. So the spinach plant died.
Yeah.
Died. I'm like, whoa, really lost that spinach plant.
Come rainy season.
Well, the thing didn't wait for rainy season.
Yeah.
Come now. Yesterday.
About 500 plants?
No, yesterday I'm checking because I'm thinking, okay, fine. I need to engage a couple of people because of what I want. I can't handle it on my own, so I need to engage a couple of people to do. And there is a spinach plant blooming, going well.
Yeah.
All it needs now is for me to put a couple of sticks around it. And I'm like, if you're growing here, that means as soon as the rain comes, there are going to be other fellas somewhere around here.
Yeah, because it produces. If you want plant from spinach, just cut down the mother tree, and when you watch on the ground, you'll wonder.
Yeah, children killing you.
And I feel the seeds fly. I don't know if it's because I've seen spinach grow places where there's no mother tree.
Birds and true the wind pollination.
Yeah, and look, and it makes a nice, I think a healthy breakfast. Spinach with eggs may give you a healthy, so we have to start.
These are the things that we have to start.
Food
if
and
you
nutrition.
have the place.
Food and nutrition.
Oh, please.
I don't know how to touch you.
Just so you just kill
the program.
You spoil the day.
Sorry.
I mean, I will never do that to you.
Sorry, I take it back.
Food and nutrition? Are you crazy?
Though this are
Two
you,
things that really and truly standing by me:
let me get off that one.
food and nutrition and marketing board.
Marketing board. Okay.
No, they have to do. I mean, and I'm saying this to the minister, straight up, minister. You know, I together with Real FM, we support agriculture. We do whatever. You know, you can call on us. The police will call on us to assist in matters relating to agriculture. And once we are there and we can provide that service, we will provide it. But Minister, I have to say to you, food and nutrition and marketing board, sir, when they're hurting, don't call me until we fix them. Until we fix them. Until marketing board understands its role. I cannot do so and jump up and support marketing board. I cannot. I'm sorry. As an individual here, I'm speaking. As an individual here, I will not. If marketing board was to engage Real FM to do something, and I have to go out and do it, I'll go out and do it because I work with Real FM. But as an individual, to tout and fly marketing board flag as I would fly the farmers' flag and their association with the police and police farm watch and those sort of things, I'll fly that flag. But I cannot fly marketing board's flag simply because marketing board needs to get its act together. You can't tell me. I mean, when BJ come here and he tell you that marketing board will say, okay, fine, BJ boy, we want bananas or we want planting. BJ goes in and he plants. All right, he knows when the plantings are going to be ready. So he plants, he engages it, and they engage him, he plants. And when plantings start to roll out, whoa, BJ, boy, we can't take all that planting out. What the hell did you send the man on planting for? There are too many issues and too many areas where farmers are upset with how marketing board rolls out. And I personally, I don't like it. And when I go into marketing board, and I tell you honestly, when I go into marketing board and I see their focus is on products that are not necessarily, I want to see a lot more local products. So it's probably not their problem. Probably has to do with the local suppliers. But I want to see a lot more local stuff at marketing board. If marketing board is selling chicken, it should be local chicken. It should not be imported chicken.
Yeah.
Straight up. If marketing board is selling milk, well, I don't know. We don't package milk like that to be sold. But marketing board selling soy milk, because it is soy, it doesn't mean that marketing board should be selling it. Honestly, because they are not importing it themselves, you know. They are buying it from someone who is distributing it.
Yeah.
No, marketing board should be, to me, in relation to these things, outside of rice,
Yeah. Sugar.
sugar,
Sugar, wood
Yeah.
sugar, and milk.
and
Powdered
milk,
milk, powdered
loose powdered milk,
Yeah.
because it's loose. All right, rice has to be loose, sugar has to be loose, and powdered milk has to be loose. And by loose, I mean in the 100-pound bags and so on. They cannot. They're not supposed to be importing the 2-pound bags and the 4-pound bags, and they have to be.
Pre-packed,
You can't do pre-pack. You have to do loose.
Yeah.
Marketing board, the government who created marketing board, PRG, they saw the need to have these staples controlled.
Control, yeah.
So enter marketing board, control this and whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, marketing board has lost its way. Marketing board has lost its way. I believe that more farmers should be engaged by marketing board, and not just for farmers to sell to them. No, I believe that farmers should also be buying inputs, agricultural inputs. Marketing board should be focused on bringing in a lot of that. I believe that should be happening. And I see no reason why it can't happen. when you tell me, BJ told me that Marketing Board has created a set of offices in the huge warehouse space that they had. They created a set of offices. Now that's BJ's words, and I'm taking BJ as gospel here. When he comes, he could say Andre Olai or something like that. But creating a set of offices in warehouse space? I mean, for crying out loud. Are you serious? Is it a situation that everybody want to be chief and nobody don't want to be Indian?
I guess you're looking for income.
Huh? Where are you going to get the income from to sustain those offices? Because every single one of them would have to have an air condition. That is to begin with. I mean, come on. You are cause that to Marketing Board and Food and Nutrition.
To end it on that, I believe if they both combine, and like if it's once a month or so, with Marketing Board and Food and Nutrition, so they have at least instant Patrick. They have this space outside it, so they prepare something and could say, well, this is how that is done, and even the farmers will support them. You get the produce, local produce, and you make it into something that will enhance both of them. So let that end in agenda.
What? I can go a little bit more. First this thing that yeah, but I can go a little bit more.
Make your last point.
I don't know if that's going to be last point. Because it might be a long one too. But in relation to what you just said, JD, here's what. There are these food trucks. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just what you said there. Once a month, the same Marketing Board and the same Food and Nutrition people can team once a month. Or maybe once every 2 months in a particular area because of the amount of areas you're going to have. And they traverse, not St. Patrick, they traverse the country.
The country, I'm saying. You go country.
And what they do is that, for instance, if they're going to be in Sateers today, you know where they're going to be. And they set up in Sateers. But before that, they would have engaged maybe one of the media houses. And so before that, you know that Marketing Board and Food and Nutrition is going to be in Grenville today on X date. They're going to be in Grenville, and they're going to be there early enough for you to grab breakfast, and they're going to be doing lunch. And what they'll be having for breakfast is X, and what they'll be having for lunch is Y.
Total local.
It's total local stuff. So you pick it up on the run, going to work. What that seeks to do is to cause the citizenry of the nation to understand and appreciate stuff that is planted here, grown here, harvested here, and used here. These are things that they can do. But it's like all they can do is worry about who are to get office with air condition. That's all they could do. And well, don't talk about Food and Nutrition. I don't hear about them. I don't know. I ain't really and truly. Right, so you that caused that. So
let me end there.
Yeah, let it blame you. Don't blame Andre on that one.
Do you know, have you heard of a beans called velvet beans?
Yeah.
What is velvet beans?
Porati?
Yeah, well, I thought you didn't know.
No, Carl Caton and I found out.
Yeah,
we're talking about, we're doing something and velvet beans.
Yeah.
And then we also found out another thing, that there was a consumer in St. Patrick. Eh?
Yeah, well, listen. Its scientific name is Mucana prunis. All right, velvet beans. No, that's Coricia purgati. And it's grown on a large scale. But to me, they have they don't have the one that with the fur. The one that's scratch.
They have it. It's the same one.
No, what? No, because what I saw, there must have been, how I see the lady pick that.
No.
And have it on,
Yeah, because it's green.
Right. In any case, right? And it is very nutritional. Very, very nutritional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's green, she can handle it like that.
Yeah.
But if it's dry, that's where your problem is.
Yeah.
Because remember, the spores are going to
spores,
fly.
yeah, they
right.
fly,
That's
yeah.
when it flies.
And
yeah.
then one of the things, it produces a lot of nitrogen to the soil.
Mm-hmm.
And once it goes there, nothing could go there. And I've seen it myself because I had to tackle some last year. But to get rid of it, you have to make sure that you don't let it, even though it flower, but don't let it seed. And that's one of the easy way to, and you know that there's a lot by you, eh?
I know.
The farm by you there?
Yeah,
when
but not just the farm, by Mike right there.
When you stay,
on the road.
When you stay in the road and you watch the farm, and you see that whole ridge that is looking green.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, it's right on the road.
Yeah.
It's by the house, you know. In the bamboo right there.
Yeah.
That's school of bamboo right by the house.
Right.
It's there. I usually watch it and I'm like, yeah, Carl Keaton balling out velvet beans. Yeah.
Velvet beans, yeah.
There was one person in St. Patrick that we know of who consumed it.
Yeah.
On a large scale.
It's very nutritious.
Right. Dr. Varma
Yes. Well.
used velvet beans.
Yeah. And then
because there's a guy in Carl, is it in River Sally? There's a guy in River Sally who traveled, but who used to go and pick the velvet beans and bring it to Dr. Varma.
because long before, even a couple years ago, before what do you call that other one? It goes by the rectory there. Finally, Moringa.
Uh-huh.
The Indians used to wish for that. And we have this thing there, and we don't take. But here.
Yes, Zingo Poirate. People has do that. You didn't know that? Did you know that, Zingo? Did you?
Zingo here the benefits.
Yeah. Listen to the benefits, bro.
It helps with Parkinson's disease, and also depression. It boosts sexual performance and activity. So Zingo are good for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Zingo, we got to plant a fila Poirate, boy.
It increases fertility for female, and it raises the level of sperm count for the male. It delays ejaculation. It helps in weight loss. It regulates mood and sleep. It boosts energy. It helps with stress. It lowers blood sugar and cholesterol. So very vital. Very vital, but we don't. I guess few people, local people, will dare, So we should start to consume more. But to cook it, to prepare it, you have to when it's you first cook you kind of scald it. There's a coating on it. Well, it's green. You're talking about the green. There's a coating on it. You remove the coating and then you cook it.
So you can't cook the skin like that?
Well, I feel you could cook it.
Well, if it's beans,
but how I saw they did it,
Zingo! Poirate, boy! Poirate is scratching your back!
And Zingo, if you want some heat, pass it blood on it.
Oh, God, now you're dead.
You're getting heat.
Now you're getting the heat.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so I mean it's there. I have a lot by me. I've got, and one of the best ways, when you get scratched by it, one of the best things for it. Well, if you go and walk in it,
could be Vaseline.
You could probably use Vaseline, I think. But once you get affected by it, ashes, wood ash.
Zingo is a trip. Zingo saying, man going on Hondong Poirate now.
And
you will see fellas starting to guard the Poirate in the land,
And it's dry now. Not that dry season.
Yeah, no, it's dry.
It's dry now.
I know it's dry because I pay attention to those right by me, right by the bridge.
Yeah, the old house there. Yeah. It has a lot there.
There's a lot there.
And then the spore flies, and it's dry now. So no, you're getting a lot. You're getting a lot now. You don't have to. And once that, and what causes it when they fall, when they dry, the seeds fall, and they germinate next rain season. So you always never out of once the area has poverty, you don't get it. You don't get out of that.
Well, I have something for you that you must know now. Okay, and Zingo, get Shoma Wells a call, boy. Shoma say you have a lot by ya. Look how people going searching for Poirate,
Last week he come up with with the one we had last week.
Which was the one last week?
In the box, the one I gave you. Oh, the I forget it.
Which was the one last
We had
week?
one last week. One we had last week. The
I can't remember.
the one in the pod. The one that stinking too.
Oh, Stinking Toe.
And that, a lot of people didn't asking me about it after that. And so this thing I gave come up with the Pogati.
There is and Carl just said dry the seeds and grind it, yeah?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Right.
that,
There is a gentleman who makes a drink with the dry seeds right here in St. Patrick.
yeah, you could dry the seeds, but how you getting that? How you getting that dry seeds?
Are you getting dry seeds?
A lot of sting, boy.
Prepare. There is no there's no beauty without pain.
A lot of sting. You have to use gloves in the first place. Even your clothes, you have to be careful, and you have to be near to the sea, near to the seawater. They say the seawater helps to alleviate the itches and so. But for me, ashes, wood ashes, and I just apply it on my skin, and that's it. And within a minute or so, you get relief from it. So it's very good for the meal, and especially if you grind it and you put it in the drink, so you're good to go. Pogati and Stinking Toe, as a smoothie, that's the bomb.
So imagine you put Pogati and Stinking Toe together
And make a smoothie,
and make a smoothie.
that's the bomb.
You're gone, you know, you're gone.
You go.
Katen, look like we have to organize that, boy. Pogati and Stinking Toe.
Yeah, so another thing we
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning, ma'am.
As we talk about the Pagat today, I remember something just clicked back at me.
Mm-hmm.
He had one time when I was growing up, my daddy beat me for something. And I get the lash though, but I end up in some Pagate boy. So, when you get the lash and the Pagate take you, I find that itching. I say, what is that? When my father say, you end up in Pagate, That was the worst day of my life,
So you get licks and then you still end up in Pogati.
Because I don't know what this Pagate is. When I go back home and I show him, he tell me, say, Pagate, you end up in there.
Pagate,
And I take a lie down in the thing,
Oh, but remember now, it's good to eat, so you can eat some.
No, I don't want no about that.
You too, love. Take care. Okay, JD, somebody's asking you to research the benefits of Mami Apple.
Mami Apple.
So you could do that for next week?
Yeah,
God's
Mami
will?
Apple, yeah. Mami Apple. It must have benefits, Mami.
Yeah, Mami
I wonder what's the other name.
I don't know. But, Mami Apple. Let me just do so quickly and see if I can see
Mami
the
Apple.
other name as we go along. I'll probably be able to find it.
Come on, get off my. I
No?
don't need it. No, my G on my phone. I don't need it there now. So
You what?
I see my G on the phone. I said I don't need her there now. Her picture is on.
Oh, your farmer friend?
Yeah, I don't need her there now.
Okay.
Mami Apple. We see
Mami-
the different names that
Mamia,
Mami.
Mammea. So that's Mamia Americana. Mami Americana.
You get they show you a picture of it.
Yeah. So it's the same thing we call
Mami Apple.
Mamia picture.
What's the name? The scientific name?
Mamia, Mammea,
MAMMEA.
Americana.
AMERICANA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mamia Americana. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing there on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. And the Mami is spelled Mammee.
MAMMEE.
Yeah, that's how the Mami is spelled. That's how the Mami is spelled. And the BJ is spelled BJ. That's how the BJ is spelled. Good morning, BJ.
Morning, Andrew.
How you doing?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Okay. Have you ever eaten pogati?
No?
Have you ever been stung by pogati?
Yes?
What you prefer, to eat or to get stoned?
Don't know the effect of eating yet, sir.
You hear the effect?
Good for
To increase your libido.
Yeah, but very well, sir.
Yes, sir.
I like your shirt.
You like my shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the colors.
Like the colors.
I give you a shot. His birthday shot.
Yeah.
Today's his birthday, isn't it?
Today's Andrew's birthday.
Yeah. So, you can know.
Major catastrophe happened on that day.
You telling Agnes that one? Oh my God. You telling Agnes that?
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, Aggie dead. Agnes, sorry for you. Yeah. World's first real man made by Agnes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
How come they never mention fathers? Yeah. Me daddy. Anyway, so how you doing, bro?
I'm fine, thanks, Andre. Warm and easy as always.
Hold on, BJ. Before we go on, JD, this is interesting that Mommy Apple has a day. Mommy Apple Day, yeah.
You can talk about that.
Is May the 30th. I'm just giving you that
Yeah.
so you can write that
May
down.
the 30th?
Mommy Apple Day, May the 30th. Write that one down.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody's calling me? No. At this time, no. I will call you back. That person should know I'm not available at this time. So, BG, how you going? How things? How the farm?
One step at a time.
You have cucumbers?
No, about to plant up
Or you're about to
cucumbers.
plant? So, what do you have now?
What do I have now? Could we hold that conversation for after the program?
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
Don't ask the man what he has
Right,
now.
but in any event, let me ask another question here, and it's simply this: BJ, there seems to be a need for. I'm hearing a lot of people asking for quality bell peppers. Quality bell peppers. We have bell peppers, but the quality that people are looking for, the ones we have locally, they're smaller, and they kind of look if sometimes they look like they've been in a war.
They look all squinged up.
Yeah, look all like they're tired and squingy.
I think someone in the Simon area does quite a bit of pepper, known as the pepper lady or something like that.
Okay.
They had some imprinting on the back of the vehicle. They had invited me to see the operation. From all indication, this seems to be doing real good quality peppers, and they've been doing it for a lot of years now.
Okay.
Is it the lady that I saw a tractor by the road?
I never been to the operation, so I couldn't tell you. I
Going
didn't know
to-
where they were
going-
located.
No, going to Paradise before the roundabout. I don't believe that could be that lady.
No,
Not she.
it's no,
Not
it's
that.
it's it's
Not that,
it's I think I'm not sure if it's not white folks.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes, there are some people down there that does pep, and you get it in different colors.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they sell it in Grenville. I think
Right.
yeah.
Known
But-
as the pepper lady. So
Pepper lady.
even once I wanted to get involved in salad peppers, and
That's the same bell peppers,
it's
right?
same bell
Bell
peppers.
pepper,
And I thought this lady is so established and have things going that a lot of the peppers that you see by Real Value comes from this lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they
They
are
look like imported peppers. They
It-
import
it
some of their
does,
own,
it
but
does, yeah, it
she
does.
also does some really great peppers that you couldn't distinguish.
But you see, I say to you the same thing that you say to people. You need to get involved, or somebody needs to get involved, because you see, what happens is that there is the need for it now. A lot of people want bell peppers, and because of that, because you have one person or whatever doing the bell peppers, then the price continues to stay up there. Because you go into the place and you want a bell pepper, or you want a couple of bell peppers, you might find two in a packet for about $26.
The thing about bell peppers, that why always seems to be in high demand, Andre. Most of the trees are very, very fragile. They goes down with pests and diseases very, very, very easy. They require quite a lot of fertilizer. And people don't adhere to those cultural practices as needed. So they get one crop or they get half a crop and the tree just goes down. It's a tree that needs...
But no, I'm saying that we need to get it, to make it more affordable.
Yeah.
Because people want it, but the price is astronomical.
Well, I'm telling you that if you want to get involved in pepper in a serious way, you need to specialize in doing it, or else you're just wasting time. You wouldn't like how... this is a point I would like to make this morning, Andre, and I keep making it, but I'm not sure if most of the farmers here are adhering to it. Andre, you cannot sacrifice inputs and get expected results. You cannot. That is impossible. If a pepper tree requires 1 pound of fertilizer, if you give it half pound, it would not perform as if you had give it the optimum amount that is required. It's like a human being.
You said to me one day, and I was speaking about a pepper tree that I had in my farmology plot. And I said to you, well, BJ, the pepper failed, and you say, yo, young man, feed the pepper if you want more peppers, because I thought it had finished.
No.
I did feed it, but it gave me peppers, but the peppers it gave me was smaller, lot smaller than the original, like the first set that I was given. So I'm like, it's probably a situation whereby I did not feed you and you're probably gone too far.
You probably fed it too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, that I fed it too late. But
Andre, if you look at peppers and stuff, they bear on the stem. All right? And when the stem become too hard, the pepper tree don't perform as it ought to. You don't get the quantity. So pepper is also something that you need to prune,
Yeah.
People don't prune them.
you have to prune.
You have to prune pepper.
Eggplant too. You prune those. Yeah. Mostly all plants.
So,
Even cucumber.
When you prune it, you keep fresh branch growing and you keep new blossoms and stuff keep emerging. They need a soft stem in order to produce the fruit.
Yeah, and it's hardy.
Yeah, because bell peppers come in a variety of colors. They're green, they're yellow, they're red.
But
there's a sort of an orange color.
Purple.
And there's a purple one.
But the problem with our farmers, it takes longer to get to the colors. Yeah, and maybe 2-3 weeks more than when it's green. So they just harvest it green.
Is that the situation? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Most of the peppers, you let them stay, for a while, and they would turn, depending on what the variety.
They will give you the color.
The one is green, it turn red. But then they have the yellow one, But our farmers here, when they see it half size, they pick it. That's it. And if you look at that, you pay more for the colors.
Andre used to do quite a bit of salad peppers, same bell peppers, different colors. In fact, there was one that you could have started off green, then turn mauve, then turn yellow, then the final stage is turn red. So you can pick it at different stages, and you get different colors. And within 2 or 3 months, I had to basically stop producing. The market just flowed. The market is very, very small in Andre, market base. You may find 5-10 people asking for something, and it may sound like if it's plenty to you. And you go and produce something, and you just get left with it.
But that is the problem. Goes back to what this guy here said. And yes, I call you this guy. No disrespect meant, but this guy raised it this morning. The problem here is food and nutrition, because BJ, if you can take what is a bell pepper, right, cut the top off or split it down the middle, whichever, and take all the seeds. And you can take whatever and make stuffed peppers.
Stuffed peppers, stuffed peppers.
Yeah.
So where is you people and them that you like so much?
I never tell you I like them.
We've got a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I've held on this long all because I wanted to sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, birthday, Andre. Could be a cross at times. Happy birthday to you.
Next time I come to St. George's, lunch is on you.
Andre, good morning.
Morning, brother. Next time I come to town, lunch is on you.
Andre, happy birthday.
Thank you so much,
Have a really good day today. I held on because you're having an important conversation there. These two gentlemen there, I think it's the first time I'm hearing them. Their voices are very radio friendly. And they're giving some good information. So good morning, gentlemen. They're from St. Patrick, right?
Good morning.
Yeah, both of them from St. Patrick.
You want to tell you about my St. Patrick people, boy?
Well, let me tell you something now. Let me tell you this, Brenda, and listen to this very, very carefully. The mere fact that, I don't know if you've done it like this before, but the mere fact that you called in to sing me happy birthday. I know usually you do a fantastic job on your profile on social media, who's celebrating what. Brenda, by doing this, but they say break heart? No, you've softened my heart towards you, darling. I love you dearly. I love you dearly, Brenda. Thank you so very much.
Have a great day. And church's blessings. And also, let me tell you, things are happening so quickly these days. So on your birthday, I don't want you to transition with you having not heard that one of the things, amongst all the other things you are, including a cross, one of the things that I want to say to you, I want to give you kudos and thank you for, and I don't think you're recognized enough for it, is what you have done in media in particular, using Real FM, using your resources, using your time, using your talent to give young people a chance, to harness their own ambitions and or talent, whether they moved on, whether whatever. And I know across Grenada, in various fields of media and other endeavors, there are many individuals that can say, I started at Real FM, Andre Donald gave me a chance. And for that, I thank you, because we live in a world where everybody keep everything to themselves. What good are our gifts if we are not sharing? All right, don't want to wax too philosophical or religious this morning, but I just wanted to say this to you on your birthday.
Thank you so much. But one of my guests here, JD, he wants to ask you something.
I need to say something. You said the two gentlemen have radio voice.
Yes.
So before I came on here, I had to spend about 3 months under Mr. Donald's if I could even touch a mic.
Really?
Yeah.
And we're talking about adults here. These are adults. These are not children.
I am even more impressed. The fact that you took the time, Andre, to know what you want your radio to sound like, because that's a problem we have in Grenada, standards. So you didn't just put that gentleman, he didn't just walk off the street and step to the mic. That is impressive. But you guys, yes, you both have very, and you know how your radio voice is good when you close your eye and you could listen. Yeah.
This is the icing on the cake for you. There's a young lady who says, "Wow, that's Whitney."
Oh Lord, Whitney Elizabeth Houston?
Yeah.
No way I'm that close.
And hold on, I bet you when I tell you who it is, you will say thank you very much. The young lady's name is Sherma Wells.
Oh Lord! Auntie Sherma just trying to butter me up. She's been buttering me up for a long time. I thank her too.
Yes. Anyway, Dayheart, have a wonderful day.
And you, please do. And congratulations to the two gentlemen there. And continue to do what you do. That's a very important conversation you guys are having.
Have a good one. Have a good one.
Okay,
bye-bye, Brenda. Brenda Batiste. Yeah, Brenda.
Brenda.
Yeah, that's Brenda Batiste. Yeah,
I do me.
Yeah, she listens.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why I can't slip up, because Brenda, she listens, and I have to assume that she listens all of the time. So when you have people like Brenda and Sherman and so listening,
she's not on the morning show.
Yes, she still does perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you have people like Brenda and Sherman and so who listen, you just got to be very careful with what you do and how you do the things.
You don't know who she's speaking to.
Oh, Brenda.
Yeah,
right. So DJ, you say don't ask you what you have available now, but what are some of the crops that you'll have available in a couple of months? Lettuce?
Don't ask. No, you see, you go.
Okay, let me ask this other question, BJ. There is talk and the legislation being passed, there are bills going through, there are different discussions at different times in different places. Albeit, I don't think enough, but we seem to be making some progress on the marijuana trail. Am I correct to state that?
Yes, I think so. I think we are making some progress. Andrew, I don't know if it's me, huh? Sometimes as you get older, you want things to happen quicker because you know you're going to dead just now and you probably want to sit before you're dead. This man and them moving too slow with this thing, Andre.
You want tempo?
And not with just this alone, with a lot of things we are moving too slow. And I guess the whole bureaucracy, I guess is the whole systems and patterns, the way we function here. Probably, that's established norms. Andrew, moving too slow. Things that can happen sometimes in 1 week. I see sometimes it take years to happen. And we're just moving too slow. Andrew, not upset me somewhat? I have to dig up, and I'm saying I, because I'm a taxpayer, all right, of this country. I have to find between 18 and 20 something $million every 30 days, That's a lot of money to pay civil servants to function and operate the country. Every 30 days I have to dig up that money, And you're telling me things that's supposed to happen, in a flash. People go on like, they're moving in slow motion.
And the same civil servants moving in slow motion.
What's wrong with you and that? And the same people complain. And the same people say we're moving too slow.
Yeah.
Andre, we have to take a collective approach with regard to solving the problem,
You got a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear son.
Mom, how you doing?
I'm all right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear darling. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless and keep you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much.
Coming from myself and Daddy.
Thank you so
much. And strength and God, good wishing, good blessing from the Almighty Father. We all wish you a happy and a wonderful day. Okay, my dear son?
Thanks, Mom.
Yes, it was a bit late because I didn't get through yesterday.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. But it's both days.
But still, the memories was there, so I happened to succeed today.
All right.
Yes.
Take care, Mom.
And what of the workers there with you? They okay?
Yes, they're all right.
I heard that gentleman, I can't remember his name. He's there with you always. So give him my regards. And you take care of yourself.
Will do, Mom.
And then you have to live to see many, many, many more birthdays.
I'm coming to meet you and Daddy, so don't worry.
So behave yourself.
No, I want to think still, Mom.
Next month is my birthday. Well, this month, April.
Okay, but Mom, how you don't give me the thing for me? But the Ding Ding Mahmoud and the Adi Father, you don't give me.
And I tell you, you is okay. You in good hand. I cannot get the something is missing with it, and I cannot get it.
You can't get it.
But you in good hand. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you.
Thank you.
So don't worry your head, my son.
All right, Mom, take care.
God is taking care of you.
Thanks.
So you better behave yourself.
I'm trying.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right,
bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Good. Yes. Okay, so someone sent me a message. My son at least sent me a message. He said the price is not bad here. It's 3 of the bell peppers for $10. That's in the US. All right, is it 3 for $10? Yeah. So.
But the size you're getting in the US is not all.
Whatever pepper is being sold for 3 peppers for $10, that's very, very, very expensive.
That's expensive.
Super expensive.
Right. So there you go.
But then the size you get, the size in the States is far different from what we have.
I guess now it's winter probably.
Yeah, in winter.
So it might be difficult to, maybe you get them at a different price, maybe in the summer and stuff. This is rather expensive.
So, again, say to folks.
Nobody would buy, 10 US? 25,
$26?
27. Nobody would buy 3 peppers for 20, no matter how big it is.
What? Hold on. Stop, DJ. I went to
Real Value.
To Real Value.
Real Value, go Real Value.
In the mall?
Yeah.
Last week.
Go Real Value.
And I bought, was it 3 peppers? Yeah, about 3 peppers, different colors. And I would have paid close to about $30-something.
No, go Real
Are you crazy?
Real Value, go down there.
No, man.
Andre,
The thing got money in it.
Andre, I will look in my refrigerator. I think I have some seeds there.
Yeah, you better start doing
No,
something.
I'm giving you some.
But yes.
So you can start growing your own peppers.
I'm telling you, the price of bell peppers are astronomical.
Wow.
You know, if you enter your past in Madis, just look across the bridge.
Anytime I'm in my days, you disrespect me. So
I
am the king, you know.
But the fact of the matter is, Andre, people should be growing those things in them around their home, eh?
Yeah.
There are some just across the bridge. The guy did something. I was at BGC. The first crop, you get a half a crop to me, and if what you feel is they're struggling, right after you pass the bridge.
Pepper is a very heavy feeder.
Yeah, they are heavy feeder. Yeah, they're struggling. They're really struggling.
Dangerous feeder. You have to keep just giving it fertilizer non-stop, more or less. And,
okay, somebody's saying in the US, that's Kenneth Joseph, I think. Yeah, that's in the US. So you're looking at the color, different color peppers.
The color,
is $3.25 per pound.
It's expensive.
Yeah. And it's about the same amount. Well, it's more here.
$3.25 a pound. So and then a pound of paper here. As a matter of fact, they don't sell pepper here by the pound, you know. They just put 2, 3.
Locally, they sell it. No. 2, 3.
You see, you couldn't look at it that way. You see, because we're living in the Caribbean and the exchange rate different. But when you think about $3 a pound, that's okay, because that's the currency that they use. You know, so that isn't bad. I expect peppers to be selling around that same price. Yeah, $3 easy.
That's why you need to start to plant some peppers, bro.
Andre,
BJ.
Tell you what, you there? I cannot solve the food problem that we have in our country. You know, I tell you, we have to take a collective approach in order to deal with that. Sooner or later, I wouldn't be around, you know, and you're going to be shut up peppers again, you know. We need people who specialize in growing peppers to start growing peppers.
We don't have no specialists now, you know. There's no specialists.
Well, you can't be specialized when you can't be no specialist when you don't have no market, guaranteed market. What are you going to specialize in doing? In doing something that you're not sure you're going to be selling?
But there's a market for pepper.
Now, until somebody huge get into it. JD did all of those things already and grow them on a large scale and had to dump quite a lot. So when people say, you know, there is a huge market for those things, they need to put huge in inverted commas. You know, no huge market here?
Because even the price now, locally, you don't sell by the pound, you know. You put 5 in a, not 5, 3 in a bag and tell you $5. You don't have a pound. So I wanted about $30 pepper the last time. So I said, asked the guy, how much a pound you sell? No, I don't sell by the pound, you know. $5 a bag.
What peppers? The same peppers?
Same peppers. I need about 3 in the bag for $5. I said, I don't sell by the pound. I said, I want about maybe about 6 pounds of pepper. He says, no, I don't sell. You could get 6 bags, $5 a bag. Look, you know, that's how they do it. And these days, it's not. A lot of things now, people they don't wait. They put it in $5. Everything's a $5 bag, a $5 bag. That's the way they go now. But I feel, you know, let us be honest and fair with everybody. Give people weight, you know. If you pay price $10 a pound, can my pay price $10 a pound. You want a half pound, $5. You know.
Market forces, demand and supply. When there is a scarcity of a commodity, then what you get? Price goes high, so we pay for that.
Somebody asked me where I buy my shirt.
Yeah.
You had the bill?
The bill? I can tell you one thing.
The tag there?
The expiry date is still on it, so nobody in rub it off with no spirit.
I was just thinking that the date today is the what? The 31st?
31st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Last of March.
The 31st of March. In 1490 something, Christopher Columbus made his first trip in the Caribbean. Major catastrophe. A few hundred years later, your mother make your major catastrophe on that day. You have to take out that date in the on the almanac.
And this, BJ say that. Oh my God!
The world could have do it to you and Christopher Columbus. And that shot looked like Henry Morgan shot. Pirate shot.
We've got a caller. Good morning. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, Mr. BJ, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you use a word there that I found that I really support, you know. Things are moving too slow. And too often, we see those things happening. Committees have set up for this and for that. A committee meet this week, committee meeting next week, committee meeting next month. And in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years, you can't hear the results of the committee's meeting. And it's a joke. Everywhere you call a government ministry, they're in a meeting. The permanent secretary in a meeting, the chief of staff in a meeting, the this in a meeting. You call tomorrow, they're in a meeting. You call the following day, they're in a meeting. Everybody in a meeting, but the actions are going very slow, very slow. Time for progress to take place. You set up a committee to look into abandoned lands. I wonder if they can tell us now the amount of abandoned lands are there and where the abandoned lands are situated. What area you have more abandoned lands. What are the plans of the abandoned land? What are the plans? What are the crops that they look at to put in? Too slow activities are taking place. Too slow. And you're totally right. If we continue that system, we go at them gone. All of us going to gone from the world, you know. The system really die. Dead. Every government office or institute you go to, same thing. You can't see the manager, you can't see the assistant manager, you can't see that person because they're in a meeting. You call on the phone and the phone ring out for a long time because they think. And when they ask you who you want to speak to, you tell them. They tell you hold on and you hold on again. And nothing. The next day you go down, same thing. The system is bad. And I don't know if it's Grenada alone, but I could tell you the system is bad. Too much meetings and legal actions. Look, the Cocoa Association sent home. The persons make their time. And I don't know if you would have heard that they had some demonstration last week. And they had to call in one of the officers that is home to assist in the demonstration. Where is the progress? You have 3 or 4 officers working. They reach the age of pension. You send them home. You didn't keep them. But in the next 2 months, you want officers to assist in putting programs together. Planning is weak. Planning is definitely weak. Because you have people who know what they have to do yet, but yet still you have no officers to guide them.
All right, Mr. Bridgman, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good. It's just I'm going to say something in not necessarily defense, but something that would speak to how do you deal, or what can be done to deal with the unavailability of, say, a permanent secretary. Now, permanent secretary is the manager in the ministry, correct? Now, you may call the company, yes, to speak to the manager, but you are not able to speak to the manager. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4 deputies available, right? Most of the time, when we call the ministries, we do not want to say what we call about unless we're speaking to the manager. And that is something that we have to start to learn, that the managers are not necessarily all the time available to take our calls. Because they're the ones, yes, attending meetings with other managers and having meetings with their how you call it, the subs, the juniors, the whatever, having departmental meetings and all these things, and they have to coordinate. So they may not have the time to speak to you personally. What can be done, and what I am to believe is being done, is that there are individuals, if you want to speak to the manager, and then the secretary can ask, or the person who answers the phone. And that is why they have to let the people who answer the phone be the people who have to answer the phone. Too many times, people who answer the phone in the ministry, they know nothing.
Yeah,
that's why they send you all over the place. But if you're paying somebody to be the PBX person, if you want to call it that or whatever, or the receptionist, let that person answer the phone, and that person has to be a knowledgeable person who may be able to help you, you know. And you don't necessarily have to go to speak to the manager.
That's true.
Or if they cannot help you, then they can direct you to say, okay, fine, you want to speak to the manager on this. However, Bertrand John is available, and that is directly in his line. So let you speak to Mr. Bertrand John.
Andre, we don't communicate properly.
We don't communicate, and that's our problem.
We don't communicate
Straight
properly.
up.
Things that can happen, you get missed out because people don't communicate. You're in a building and somebody can solve that problem right there, you know, but they match to back at your home or somewhere else or whatever. Let me give you, I was just thinking about it this morning, you know. How we are bad communicators. Once, Andrew, a long time ago, I was on a military mission. Somebody get killed, and the radio back to base, and basically, a few people started gathering around. Civilians started gathering around, to see what happened. So, the commander said, from command post, say, yo, get rid of all the people and them there for me, please.
They didn't kill him, no?
Well, listen, the man on the radio say, the man in command post said to kill them, everybody. I said, what? The man said, yes. The man said, get rid. I said, no, not TV. And you have a good day, take care. We're going to catch up after go.
I know you got to go take care of yourself, right? Well, good.
Let me give
the planting dates. Yeah, please do the planting dates. And JD, you know what?
Yeah.
You see how you're doing the planting dates right now? We can leave the planting dates for just this time. In the last 5 minutes, we give the planting dates.
But no time we run into a collision or something.
No, but if we plan it this way now, we can say yes, because that's a good time. That means people are ready. They know it's coming, so they get their pen and thing ready. So from now on, last 5 minutes, whatever it is, we're doing the planting dates. Go ahead.
Okay. For above the ground, April, you have the 7th, 8th, and the 9th. According to the McDonald's Almanac, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. And below the ground, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 15th. I didn't get the other old farmers one, but the McDonald's Almanac, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. And below the ground, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 15th. Yeah.
That's it?
That's it for planting for the month. Huh? That's all for the month.
All right, let's take a caller here. Good morning.
Good morning, Andre.
Good morning, ma'am.
I want to talk to you off the air, please.
Off the air, can you call back at, say, 9:15?
Okay, thank you.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you. Take care. It's Real, it's 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. The time has now moved on to 3 minutes, and that is before the 9 o'clock. Whoops.
Time flies.
It
was a great program today. Yeah,
we have another caller. Good morning.
Morning, Andre.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry to come on so late, man. Clifford blocked me.
Oh, hi. How you doing? Ando.
Mission in action.
Yeah, of course. I say nothing more. Mr. Handel. Are you? But everything okay?
Well, everything is okay. Plenty work, plenty things to attend to.
Okay.
Not just Grenada, but across the region.
All right. Let me ask you this, Mr. Handel. What time do you get down in office in the morning, like when we're on the program like this?
Well, that's a difficult one to answer because these days with internet and cell phone and computer, wherever I am, that's where my office is.
Okay. I asked this question because we can bring you up on social media and a platform that we use by sending you a link through your email. And we can, wherever, as you just said, wherever you are, we can ask you a couple of questions. So maybe you and I need to speak a bit more about that so you can be, instead of being missing in action, you'll be always in the action. And even if you have a quick question, we could just send you a link and link you up and find out the answer to that question, yeah?
Well, yeah. You could do that. I could WhatsApp my email address for you.
Yeah, WhatsApp your email address to me, and then we'll put it into the system so that we can send you a link, and then just send you a quick WhatsApp that a link has been sent, and you just follow the instructions, and bingo, you're up on the screen, and we can see what you're doing.
All right.
All right?
Good.
Yeah.
All the best to you guys, BJ, JE.
Morning, Mr. Handel. Yeah, good.
All right. Well, take care of yourself, man.
All right, BJ left already?
Yeah, BJ scooted out. He had something to handle.
Okay. But Mr. Handel, before you leave, let me ask you one short question. All the people are complaining about cassava and the purchasing of cassava. I don't know if you could just give me a little.
You see, our problem is we don't eat what we grow. That's it.
We didn't hear that.
We do not eat what we grow.
Okay.
So in other words, there is an oversupply for the demand right now. That's the honest truth. That's what is going on. Or there's an under consumption.
Underutilization of the product.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're eating American flour, Ghana rice, etc., American white potato, but we're not eating what we grow.
I got you. Gotta run. Take care of yourself. God bless.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Bye-bye.
Good.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5. JD, thanks again. Have a wonderful day. News
My
that's
pleasure.
coming up in a couple of ticks, my friends. Stay with us. This is Real FM Radio.
Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update as produced by the Northern News Network. When we return, we'll have the details.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.